Hey guys, it is Carl Brown for guitarlessons365.com. Today we're going to continue our look at Burn. Now we did the main riff to this, the intro riff to this a while back. It's got 600 likes, so we're going to finish the song here. So this specific lesson, I'm going to take care of the main solo, which I just played there. And then all the verse riff and the chorus riff and the bridge section. We're going to save the interlude, the little guitar interlude, and the outro section of the song for the next lesson. All right, so you'll see that in a couple days. All right, so let's look at this one here. We're going to start here with just the verse. So let me play through the verse real quick for you. All right, so that's got that main riff in it as well. Pretty simple stuff otherwise. We're just kind of a single note stuff that he's kind of sustains. So we lead into it out of that main riff with those 1, 2 on the low E string, and then we get to and that's where the actual verse starts. It's 3, and then the octave of that at the 5th fret on the D string. And then 3, 2, 1 on the low E, and then grab the octave of that on the D. Then you go back up again with the octave as well, and then we're going to have this. And that's just 3 on the A, 5 on the D, 3 on the G with a slow bend, and then it goes back into that main riff. And then back into this time you just hop right there to the 3rd fret. All right, now the second time through, instead of ending it like this, you're gonna end it like this. All right, so that's just 1 on the A, 1 on the low E, and then the 3rd fret there on the A. All right, now let's take a look at the chorus. I'll play it real quick. It's pretty short. Goes back into that main riff. So that's as long as the chorus lasts. So those notes, once again, kind of single note riffs. That octave again at the 3rd fret, low E, and then the 5th fret on the D. And then you're going to pick 3rd fret on the D, pick it again, pull off to the open D. And then you're going to kind of land here at the 5th fret on the D string. And then you're going to play this, and that's play 3 again, pull off 5 to 3, and jump down to the 1 on the D. So we have this. And then you're going to come back to this 5 on the D, and then over to the 3 on the G. So all together. And then you're going to end it with this. We kind of did that earlier. 3 on the A, 5 on the D, 3 on the G, and then you're going to bend that up twice. And then back to that main riff, all right? Then it goes back through to the verse again and back through the chorus, kind of in the exact same fashion we just went through. All right, so let's take a look at this bridge section real quick before we get to the solo. All right, so we're back there to that riff. So this one's kind of, like I said, there's a lot of guitar layers going on here, so we're just kind of doing the most prominent ones here. With the organ going along with it, it fills up a lot of the sound. So we're going to have just a bend here at the 5th fret on the G, release, and then there's a quick slide with 7, and then 5, 3. Just hold at 3. So we have this. You can maybe, with all the layers going on, it's just really just a melody there that's going on. And now we have the actual octaves, which are now 3rd fret there on the A and the 5th fret on the G. I like to just kind of hybrid pick this, so the bottom note with the pick, top note with my middle finger. So you play that 3, then 5, and then 3rd fret on the D, 6th on the B, that octave shape, then down 1 fret. Try this. Then the open A string with the 2nd fret there on the G, the octave, and then a bend at the 3rd fret on the high E. And then we have this. That's 6 on the B, 3rd on the G. I'm going to grab 5 real quick and then pretty much just go into a D power chord. Alright, and this is where the layers get really, there's a lot of organ in here. The chords that are really kind of working here are the D minor, and then we're going to have a B flat and a C. So that's just a B flat across the 3rd fret on the 2nd, 3rd, or the B, G, and the D string. And then move that up 2 frets. Now the bass player is playing a D in the bass there. So just if you wanted to add that. But he does do a little melody when he goes to this B flat. He just goes back to the 1st fret on the G and then back to that chord. And then. Alright, so it's just kind of letting you know the harmony that's going on there. It's really kind of layered, so it's kind of hard to hear and really follow along with. Now let's take a look at the guitar solo. I'm going to play it phrase by phrase like I usually do. So here's the first phrase of that one. Alright, so we're going to start here. That's a little palm muted note there on the low E string of the 3rd fret with your thumb. And then you're going to grab 3, 5 on the D. And then kind of a slight bend there at the 3rd fret on the G. To the 5th fret on the D. Then we have a quick kind of a little line there, which is 3 on the D, open A, low E, 3rd fret again with your thumb, and then the 3rd fret on the G. So that's really palm muted. So and when you get to that top note, then you're gonna go quick little pull off 5 to 3 on the D. And back to 5. So we have this all together so far. Alright, and from there we have this leg. Alright, so this one's kind of a slippery little thing. So we're going to have quick little hammer on, pull off between 3 and 5 on the D. Like that. Then the open D, and then you're going to grab 3rd fret with your 2nd finger here. And then pull off 2 to 0. So all so far. Back to 2. Alright, and now we're going to go quick little 3, 2, 0 pull off. A lot of notes. It looks like this. They don't really have kind of like a set pattern, so it's sometimes it's kind of hard. Kind of the notes can get lost here. So I'll go through it real quick again, slow. And then we're going to come back up. So you're just picking that. You pull off to the open D. You're going to pick 3, then 5 on the D string, then back to 3, over to 3 on the G, and 5 on the D. All right, so let me play that real quick for you. so the next phrase. All right, so we got a kind of a quick repeated lick in there. So we're going to start out with just the bend at the 5th fret there on the G, pick it, and release. And then we're going to have 3-5 on the G. From there, we start doing this a lot of legato. We're going to play pick 5, hammer 6, pull back to 5, and go to 3. Over to 5 on the D string, and then pull back off 5 to 3 on the G again. So after this, we have kind of a systematic, kind of an actual repeated lick. So we have this. All right, so from here, we're going to repeat this lick. Okay, like 4 or 5 times. And it's like, so that's just, you just came here, 5th fret on the D, and 3rd fret on the G, pull off 5 to 3 on the G. So, now how I would pick that is D string downstroke, G string downstroke, then an upstroke on that 5 when you pull off, and that takes you back in the direction there to start over. Down, down, up, down, down, up. You're going to run into that lick a little bit later too, so keep it in your fingers. So we have that's just holds that bend there at the 5th fret on the G, roll 3 to on the B to 3 on the high E, then pick 6 on the B string, and then bend that 6 up. Now he uses like a vibrato bar there. I'm not going to do that, get my guitar out of tune. All right, so let's play that whole phrase real quick. All right, the next phrase sounds like this. All right, that could have been 2 phrases, but we're just kind of moving it on along here. So we have 3 on the high E, to 3 on the B, to 6 on the B, into a whole stat bend there at the 5th fret on the G, over to 3 on the high E, 3 on the B, pull off 6, 5, 3 on the G string, 5 on the D, pull back off 5 to 3. So we have this. So we have and it goes back there. I'm just going to do a quick little pull off, a lot of vibrato bar there, and then you're going to slide up on the D string to the 12th fret, and that's when we continue that lick we did earlier, which is 12 on the D, 10 on the G, pull off 12 to 10 on the G. So remember, down, down, up. About 5 times, and then you're going to go, that's just 10, 11, 12 on the G. Slight bend there at the 11th fret on the B string, over to 12 on the G, and then you're going to do a quick little hammer pull between 10 and 12 there on the G, and then quick little pull off again. So we have this. All right, and now we have the really fast picking part. Let me play through it real quick. All right, so what is going on there? It's a repeated lick. So as soon as you get it in your hands, it's not that hard to kind of get it up to speed. It's going to be heavily palm muted, by the way, but we're going to have 12 and 15 on the G, and then 2 open G strings. So that's going to be down, up, down, up. So you got that? Now, as you're doing the 2 open strings, you're going to come down to the 10th fret and play 10 and 12. And do the exact same thing there. 10, 12, 2 open strings, and then come back up. So we're going to go between 12 and 15 and 10 and 12 with 2 open strings after each one. You're going to do that 6 times. All right. Then after that, you're going to go 12, 5. Still, you're always going to be doing the 2 upstrokes on the open string between it. So 12, 5, then 10, 12 again, then 8, 10, then back to 10, 12. Then you repeat those one more time. So all together. All right, and now he's going to mix up the lick a little bit. He's going to go 8, 10, 8 to the open string. So you're going to have 3 notes that are actually fingered. 8, 10, 8, then the open string, and then do the same thing, 7, 8, 7, open string, and then 5, 7, 5, open string. All right, so all together, play at kind of a slow pace. All right, so now up to speed, that's a lot faster. So, you just gotta really kind of lock in with the lick and get used to it so you're not really thinking about the notes, and then just go for it. All right, so from there, we're gonna end the solo. We have the last phrase in the solo. It sounds like this. All right, so that's a bend there at the 5th fret there on the G string. Kind of pick it a few times and release the bend. Pull off 5 to 3. And then we kind of have 2 on the G string, and then quick little pull off 3 to 2. And then we're over here to 5, 3 on the D. Then a quick little legato sequence, which is 5, pull off to 3, slide to 2, and pull off to the open string. So there's quick little bursts, not legato line, like this. So long note, then quick, long notes, quick. And then we're gonna have 3, 5, and then you're gonna end it. So that's just sliding into 7 on the D, 5 on the G, 7, 5 on the D string, and then back to the 5 on the G, 7 on the D, and then 5 a couple times on G with a lot of vibrato, and then the interlude comes in over that, kind of a overdub. So we have this real quick. All right, so take a look at the next lesson if you want to see that interlude. I'll see you then.